For something so close to Earth, the moon behaves in ways that remain unusual. Its size, orbit, and distance create a balance that appears strikingly precise. Unlike most natural satellites, it stabilizes our planet with remarkable consistency. Several aspects of its origin are still debated among researchers. Existing models explain much of its formation, but certain details remain unresolved. And if those unresolved questions point to something unexpected, our picture of Earth's early history may not be as complete as we assume. The moon has been circling our planet for billions of years. It lights up our night sky, controls the tides, and inspires myths across every civilization. But beyond its familiar face lies a growing list of unanswered questions. Was it always there? Could it be something more than just a natural satellite? Some believe it holds secrets that challenge everything we know about our past. Tonight we go beyond science, beyond myth, and into mystery. Let us uncover the hidden truth behind the moon.
From its perfect circular orbit to its unusual size, the moon has puzzled scientists for decades. Unlike any other satellite in our solar system, it is oddly large compared to Earth. Its orbit is almost perfectly circular, something rarely seen in nature. Its material composition also differs strangely from Earth's mantle. Seismic studies have suggested the moon rings like a bell when struck. This led some researchers to propose it may be hollow inside. Ancient cultures often described the moon arriving after the Earth was formed. Legends from Africa, South America, and Mesopotamia speak of a time before the moon. Could those tales be memories of something real? During Apollo missions, astronauts reported strange lights and unexplained sounds. Some radio signals from the moon remain unidentified. Photographs show geometric shapes, domes, and shadow patterns that spark curiosity. NASA has dismissed these as natural formations, but others are not so sure. Is there something being hidden? Or are we only beginning to ask the right questions?
When we look at the moon, we also look at the memories of our ancestors. In ancient texts, the moon is not always a passive object in the sky. Some cultures described it as a powerful force, one that could speak, move, or appear suddenly. In Aztec belief, the moon was part of an eternal battle against the sun. In Hindu scriptures, the moon holds divine secrets of time and cycles. Greek philosophers once wondered if it was a heavenly being. Many myths claim the moon came into the sky after a great cataclysm. Could those stories hold a deeper shared truth? Or are they just echoes of human imagination?
The Zulu people of Africa tell of a time when the sky was moonless. According to legend, two brothers brought the moon to Earth. In Bolivia, ancient Andean myths speak of a moon that arrived after a great flood. In Sumerian tablets, the moon was called Sin, a god who shaped destiny. Some Native American stories describe the moon as an intelligent watcher. The Dogon tribe of Mali said the moon came from beyond the stars. Many cultures link the moon to floods, fire, or cosmic battles. These stories span continents but share a strange harmony. They do not treat the moon as a simple rock. Instead, they see it as an active participant in human history. Could such widespread themes point to a lost truth? Are they symbolic tales, or encrypted records of what our ancestors witnessed? Some believe these myths are ancient memory fragments. Others see them as poetic reflections. But the overlap is too precise to ignore.
Across ancient civilizations, the moon was more than a celestial body. In Sumerian texts, it was revered as the god Nana, influencing time and fate. Vedic scriptures describe Chandra, the moon deity, as a symbol of the mind and emotions. These texts often attribute divine qualities and significant influence to the moon. Such consistent reverence across cultures suggests a deeper significance. Could these ancient writings hint at a profound connection between humanity and the moon? Perhaps they reflect observations of lunar phenomena now lost to time. Exploring these texts may unveil insights into our ancestors' understanding of the moon. Let us delve into these ancient narratives to uncover the moon's enduring legacy.
Sumerian tablets depict Nana, the moon god, as a central figure in their pantheon. He was believed to traverse the night sky in a celestial boat, illuminating the darkness. In Vedic literature, Chandra is portrayed as a powerful deity governing the mind and emotions. These texts describe lunar cycles influencing human behavior and natural events. Ancient Chinese records associate the moon with the yin principle, embodying femininity and intuition. Mayan codices link lunar phases to agricultural practices and ceremonial rituals. Egyptian hieroglyphs depict Thoth, a lunar deity, as the keeper of time and knowledge. These diverse cultures attribute significant influence and characteristics to the moon. The consistency in lunar reverence suggests a shared recognition of its impact. Could these ancient observations be rooted in empirical experiences with lunar phenomena? Perhaps they reflect a collective understanding of the moon's role in earthly affairs. Modern science continues to explore the moon's effects on tides and biological rhythms. Re-examining these ancient texts may offer valuable perspectives on lunar influence. They serve as a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the moon. Through these writings, we glimpse the profound connection our ancestors felt with the lunar realm.
Beyond ancient texts, modern observations have unveiled perplexing lunar anomalies. Photographs from various missions reveal structures that defy easy explanation. Unusual signals and transient phenomena have been detected emanating from the moon. These findings challenge our understanding of the lunar environment. Could these anomalies indicate unknown geological processes or something more? Some researchers propose natural explanations, while others suggest alternative theories. The moon's mysteries continue to captivate scientists and enthusiasts alike. Investigating these anomalies may lead to groundbreaking discoveries. Let us examine the evidence and explore the possibilities these lunar enigmas present.
Photos taken by Apollo missions show dome-like structures on the lunar surface. Strange shadows suggest geometric shapes that defy natural formation. High-frequency radio signals have been detected coming from specific lunar regions. Some signals seem to repeat or pulse, raising questions about their origin. Lunar transient phenomena, brief flashes of light, have been reported for centuries. These flashes have been seen by both amateur astronomers and professionals. Some researchers believe they could be gas emissions or electrostatic activity. Others argue they may point to hidden technology or artificial presence. Craters with symmetrical walls and precise angles spark further curiosity. A few formations resemble pyramids or towers when viewed from orbit. No official explanation fully addresses all of these observations. Could ancient impacts alone create such a pattern of anomalies? Or is there something under the surface we have yet to uncover? Robotic missions have explored some of these sites with limited success. The anomalies remain open questions, tempting us to look closer and deeper.
Unlike Earth, the moon has no temples, statues, or inscriptions, at least none confirmed. This absence of artifacts complicates any archaeological investigation. Yet some believe the lack itself could be a clue. If an advanced presence once existed, could it have left no trace? Maybe what was left behind is not what we expect to find. The harsh lunar environment could have erased delicate structures, or perhaps the moon was only ever used temporarily as a station or outpost. We must rethink what counts as evidence on such a foreign world. Let us now turn to the deeper silence of the moon to ask what it might be hiding.
Earth's history is revealed through broken pottery, ruins, and buried cities. But on the moon, no such artifacts have yet been discovered. Still, some argue that anomalies like the shard, or tower, hint at artificial design. Satellite images show long, straight lines that suggest possible construction. Some craters appear unusually perfect in shape, more engineered than natural. Dark areas within craters have been theorized as possible entrances or covers. Ancient astronaut theorists suggest the moon may have been hollowed out. They point to seismic readings that imply an artificial interior. Apollo 12's seismic experiments recorded ringing vibrations after impact. NASA's own terminology, saying the moon rang like a bell, has fueled speculation. Other missions found odd reflections in deep craters with smooth walls. Could the lack of artifacts mean we are not looking for the right signs? Maybe ancient civilizations left signatures in energy patterns or alignment, not stone. As we refine our tools, new types of evidence might emerge. The moon's silence may not be emptiness, it might be concealment.
Science tells us the moon formed from a massive impact billions of years ago. It explains its orbit, composition, and many of its surface features. Yet some ancient myths describe the moon as arriving later in Earth's history. Cultures like the Zulu speak of a time before the moon existed. Could these stories be distorted memories of an actual cosmic event? Mainstream science dismisses these tales as symbolic or imaginative, but recent discoveries sometimes echo the themes of ancient legends. Rather than being in opposition, both perspectives may hold value. This raises an important question. Are we ignoring ancient truths masked as myths?
The giant impact hypothesis remains the dominant explanation for the moon's creation. It proposes that a Mars-sized body collided with early Earth, forming the moon from debris. However, some isotopic analysis shows Earth and moon materials are too similar. This challenges the idea that the moon came from a foreign object. Alternative theories suggest the moon formed in place or was captured. Meanwhile, ancient texts like the Popol Vuh and Sumerian tablets mention heavenly bodies moved or placed in the sky. Greek philosopher Anaxagoras proposed the moon had once been a flaming rock. Cultures across Africa and South America reference a time before the moon. How could unrelated civilizations invent similar myths? Could their oral histories preserve remnants of a cosmic memory? Modern astronomy has yet to prove or disprove these stories. Science often progresses by questioning its assumptions. Combining old and new knowledge may reveal deeper truths. What if science and myth are two sides of the same mystery? In exploring both, we might uncover something truly extraordinary.
Some believe the moon's precise orbit and perfect eclipses are too perfect to be natural. The artificial satellite theory suggests it was placed, not formed. Authors like Vassin and Sherbakov proposed this as early as the 1970s. They claim the moon may be a hollow shell covered by rocky layers. This idea is often dismissed, but it refuses to disappear. Even Carl Sagan once noted that natural satellites typically lack such exact characteristics. Is it foolish to consider this possibility, or foolish to ignore it entirely? As we prepare to revisit the moon, this question may gain new relevance. Let us now explore the details behind this controversial theory.
The artificial satellite hypothesis suggests the moon did not form naturally. Instead, it was engineered, possibly by an advanced civilization. Proponents point to the moon's unusual size-to-planet ratio. They highlight the way it perfectly covers the sun during solar eclipses. The moon's orbit is also suspiciously stable, as if carefully positioned. Seismographic readings from Apollo missions revealed ringing effects, suggesting a hollow interior. Some theorists believe this could indicate structural compartments inside the moon. No confirmed evidence supports these claims, but the patterns raise questions. Ancient legends from multiple cultures speak of sky gods who placed the moon. In Sumerian lore, the moon's arrival brought dramatic change to Earth. These myths often describe the moon as an artificial vessel. Even the precise mathematical proportions found in its motion spark debate. Is it possible a technologically advanced race shaped our satellite long ago? NASA and global space agencies continue to gather data. Perhaps the answers lie beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered.
We have explored myths, science, anomalies, and theories. Some explanations sound logical, others feel impossible. Yet the moon continues to guard its secrets. For every mystery solved, new questions appear. Is it truly just a lifeless rock shaped by chance? Or does it hold evidence of ancient intelligence? We may not have all the answers today, but we are closer than ever to asking the right questions. Let us now reflect on why the mystery still matters.
The moon is a cornerstone of both our science and mythology. It controls the tides, influences biological rhythms, and lights our nights. For ancient civilizations, it was more than a celestial body. It was divine. Today, it is a frontier for space travel and exploration. We have walked on its surface, but we barely know what lies beneath. Could it conceal technologies or structures beyond our imagination? Might it be an archive of ancient cosmic events? Some believe the moon is a remnant of an extinct civilization. Others insist it is purely geological, its patterns born of physics and chance. But mysteries like the ringing interior and precise orbital mechanics remain. Until we dig deeper, both metaphorically and literally, the the truth will stay hidden. Perhaps the moon was meant to be discovered in stages, when we are ready. Whether artificial or natural, it continues to inspire wonder. And the deeper we look, the more it seems the moon is watching back. In this silent companion, echoes of something profound may still be waiting.
The moon has watched over humanity since the dawn of time. It has inspired our myths, guided our calendars, and challenged our scientists. For some, it is simply a rock in space. For others, it might be a relic of something much older and far more mysterious. We explored theories, legends, and unanswered questions. Yet one thing is clear: the moon is not as simple as it seems. Whether artificial or natural, its presence continues to spark curiosity. And as long as that curiosity remains, the search for answers will go on. If this mystery has captured your imagination, do not forget to like the video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more explorations into the unknown.